4,000 zombie pirate keys cost me 137 mil. I made insane profit in my last video, loot from 10,000 keys, but can I make it again? So prices have been stabilized, and also this time I sold everything, every single rune, every single blighted item. I forgot to mention, but we are starting at above 10,000 chests already. If you're curious, the collection log from those 10,000 looks like... Okay, fine, I'll show it. You don't have to watch the other video. 38 teleport anchoring scrolls. I'm only starting, not even 11,000 chests. This is the luckiest that I got so far. There's 3 scrolls in the bag, which 50 mil it shows. There's another scroll in my inventory since it's full, and there's 200 keys to go. 14,000 chests have been opened. Now, according to the drop rate, from 4,000 keys, I was supposed to get 14.5 teleport anchoring scrolls, and I got 14. So we're right there on the drop rate perfectly, which will also make this loot from 4,000 keys extremely accurate because I did not get lucky or unlucky. I was right there perfectly on the drop rate. Now, these scrolls are really good for the desk coffer because the actual price, which is supposed to be 205 mil apparently, could sell them for, I think they're going for like 7 mil each for 97 million. Or you could put this in the desk coffer and it will give, I think, 10% extra. If we do all, it's 218 million. Good, good, good. The scrolls are selling for almost 7 mil each. 4,000 pirate keys. Do I want a price check? Is going to be inaccurate anyway, so we're not good. Let's do this. 69 mil. See, this is why I don't want a price check, because that means I made insane amount of money, like plus 30 mil. But let's just first sell everything. 184 minus 137. That is 47 million profit from 4,000 keys. Took me 3 hours, but again, those 3 hours provided that you already have the keys. So this is like 13, 14 mil an hour. Now, this was another batch of over 4,400 keys that cost me 163 million at 36,000 each. Yes, these were a little bit more expensive. And after I sold everything, because the scrolls actually went up in price also. Previously, I sold them for 6.8 mil. Now I sold them for like 6 or 7.2 or 7.3. After spending 163 million, I made 200 million exactly. That is plus 37 mil profit in 3 hours. But again, provided that I have the keys, which I did have because I have 8 alt accounts. Yes, 8 alt accounts that are all members, and I'm just bypassing the trade limit like this. It's especially good overnight because there's so many hours you wake up and usually you see a nice 750 keys on all of your 8 accounts. Now, before I show you the next 8,000 keys, something unexpected happened. See, I have this plugin which shows the lines where the multi and singles begin. So this is singles. If I overstep, it's going to be multi-area, indicated by these 2 swords. So initially, as I was walking to the ship, you can see that the whole line goes all the way to level 1 wilderness. It's all singles, but that's not how I remember wilderness to be, even from the extremely early days, like JoJo 3000 lords and stuff. So take a look at this clip. Somebody attacks me while I was opening the chest, and he was splashing like the whole time. He was not dealing like a lot of damage. So I was like, I'm gonna play around with him a little bit. I'm not gonna run towards the ditch. I'm gonna run back. Keep in mind, I did not know that the multi areas existed at the time. And then as we approach low level wildy, I noticed that it's multi. And then I see other people logging in and trying to spec me. I'm like, oh my god, please don't be like 20 people or something, because you never know. Maybe Rot is logging in with, you know, I'll keep the number to imagination. Could be 20, 100 people for all you know. You know, those clans like to smite +1 by using ancient mazes and all that. Well, I was lucky. It was only a few people. But now I realized, wait, so I'm not safe. All the time I felt safe because it's like, well, it's like level 13 wilderness, something can run back from the ship. But now it's multi and I don't feel safe anymore. So next time I'm going to get chased, I mark these lines so I know exactly where the multi begins. So this is still fine, but the moment I overstep and boom, it is multi. But it's not that far away. Couldn't you like kind of run through as long as you have freeze immunity? According to Wiki, when you get entangled and you eventually get unfrozen, you have 5 game ticks of immunity before you can get refrozen again. So I downloaded this plugin called Pathmaker. It's when you hover your mouse, it will tell you like where you're gonna go, or rather which path you're gonna take. If you count the purple squares, there's 5 of them. That means it will take you 5 game ticks to reach this tile, which is exactly on point reaching the safety. So let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5th game tick, you are escaping to safety. And also it's not safe to do it in here because you can get dragon speared. So this actual square right here, because you cannot move here, you can move here. So you would not be able to spear this side or this side. So really the trick is to get frozen on this tile, and then exactly as you get unfrozen, you have to run immediately. If you waste one game tick, you can get refrozen on this square specifically. So as I'm making more money by opening these keys, I noticed that I can afford way more of them at once. I don't have to buy 2,000. In fact, I could buy over 8,000. I think it was 8,400 keys that I bought at once, and that was the biggest mistake that I've done on this video. It was a fail because the keys were going for 34,000 each, but because it took me so long to buy the keys, probably like above 24 hours, the keys crashed from 34,000 to 28,000, which means now every 1,000 keys that I open is going to be a minus 5 mil that I could have made if I immediately opened the keys instead of waiting to collect all 8,400. So I bought 8,400 keys. The drop rate of the scroll is 1 in 275. I was supposed to get 30 scrolls in total. I see 21 plus 3, so that is 24 scrolls. I was not on the drop rate for the scrolls, and that's like a lot because that's minus 6 scrolls. That's minus 36 million. Loot from 8,400 zombie pirate keys. This is 167 mil, but this is just the regular loot, not counting the scrolls. So I'm still selling, and I'm too scared to click on this. 85 mil. I actually made money. It's so wild. Actually, that's like plus 1 mil currently, and it's going to be plus 17 million. So profited 17 million by not getting 6 scrolls, which was supposed to be on average. I should have gotten it. And also the keys, I paid like 34k instead of 28k, which is the price currently. Yes, I did make over 20 million, but this was from 8,000 keys. Bro, this whole thing took me like 5 hours to unlock the chest, literally clicking on the same spot. For 20 something mil, not worth it, but so unlucky. What if I was on the drop rate on everything and the price was proper? So the price is always proper as long as you don't wait 24 hours before opening the keys. If you get the keys, open them immediately or you will lose money. Don't collect 8.4 thousand to make a nice stack for the video. We're trying to make money here. So we're almost at 27,000 chests open, and I got 93 scrolls in total. And here you can see the very moment where the anchoring scroll crashed from 13.4 to 12.7 million. Okay, we are finished with 2,000 KC. Unfortunately, I was supposed to get 7.3 scrolls, and I got 4. And this is what I spent, 56 million on 2,000 keys at 28,000 each, and I got back exactly the same amount. I made no money whatsoever, but I was supposed to get 3 or 4 extra scrolls on the drop rate. So this money making method is still 10 mil an hour, but you just have to get the scrolls. Today is Friday, it is 6 in the evening, and that means I cannot kill zombies anymore because PKs are all over the place. This is the XP that I gained, over 1 million XP today. That's what I usually do. I wake up in the morning, I do zombies because it is so chill, it's mostly free, there's no PKs, and then in the evening I do this. And I also made these presets. It's one of the reasons why I don't do certain activities, like I don't know, like when you're doing Slayer, you know, and then you get a clue scroll, it's like, I don't know if I want to re-gear because it's like a wildy step, but it's so easy with these presets. First strip of 500 keys with 1 scroll only. You know what? I take all my words. I said I'm getting so unlucky. 1, 2, 3, 4 scrolls in 200 keys. The chat must be spammed. Yep, wow. Man, what the hell is this money glitch? Another one just popped in the inventory. Let's go, please. This is like already the best so far because of the scroll, actually. This is what made 5 scrolls in one trip. Very first time in 30,000 chests, you could say. And of course, I missed the 30,000 chests open. Trip number 3 of 500 keys, 1 scroll. And in the last batch of 500 keys, 1 scroll. Alright, in 2,000 keys I got 8 scrolls, which is pretty much on the drop rate. I was supposed to get 7.5, so a little bit lucky. 108 now in the collection log. And it looks like I paid 29,000 for each key on every single account, so let's open the calculator. 2,000 keys times 29k. I spent 57.7 million on all of this, and I'd say it's looking good because the scrolls themselves, 41 million from that alone. That is 22 mil profit in 1 hour and 15 minutes. That's how long it took me to unlock those 2,000 chests, and it probably took like maybe 20 minutes just buying keys, you know, on all my alt accounts, logging in and out. So if it took me 2 hours to do this whole thing, that's still 11 mil an hour, and this is right there on the drop rate. You don't need to get lucky. Usually on my alt accounts I only buy 250, maybe sometimes 500 keys, but this morning I decided to just put 750, and I was like, just in case I forget to log in for like the next, I don't know, half a day, I mean like full day pretty much, and I did actually, and now I have 750 keys. Oh my god, bro, look. Look at the chat. 3 scrolls like almost back to back to back. Sniff Another batch of 2000 keys, 6 scrolls. Why cannot it ever be like 9 or 10 or 11? Like above, it's always equal or like below. And because it was only 6 scrolls, I made plus 12 million since all the keys were bought at the same price, 28888. And now I have actually 4,000 more keys since I woke up in the morning. Another 2,000 keys, this time 8 scrolls, which means it's a beautiful plus 22 mil profit. The luckiest 2,000 keys in this video. Sold all my scrolls. I spent 57 million on the keys, got 91 mil back, but got very lucky. So the profits are not as high anymore because the scroll crashed like good 1 mil, you could say. Alright, we're finishing this video with the last 2,000 keys. These scrolls crashed. They only go for 4.2 million right now. I spent 57 mil, got 91 mil back, which is an insane profit since it took me like 1 hour and 15 minutes to open those keys. But it's because I got so many scrolls. I was supposed to get 8. I got 14. I think it was 14. But now, I mean, they're not 5 mil anymore. So let's say if you get 8 scrolls suddenly, yeah, like normally you would get per 2,000 keys. That's minus 6 mil now because the scrolls are no longer 5 mil. And this is actually not a problem as long as the keys also go down at the same time. Yes, I'm going to show the teleport anchoring scroll. Buy this, put it in the desk coffer. If it's 4 mil, you're getting triple the amount in the desk coffer. So in almost 41,000 chests, I got 139 scrolls because 4 of them came from zombies. Maybe eventually I'll go for 250, but not right now because this whole thing took me like 30 hours over the course of many days, of course, but just clicking on the same chest over and over. Now, man, I want to do some PVMing. I'm gonna do more zombies. Yes. And unfortunately, there's no final price check because RuneLite is not tracking anything. So I don't know how much I made exactly, but I would say approximately from 250 to 300 mil. Alright guys, thank you for watching and happy 420.